Hey guys, so today I want to talk about things that animals do that I find really disgusting. And it's not because I don't like animals. I do like animals. More so I like my animals. It's just animals do really weird things and they're kind of gross and I find them disgusting. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I do one day wish to own a little hedgehog. I will smuggle him over the border from Nevada to my California here, just so I can own one. They're so cute. People tell me they're vicious. I don't give a fuck. I still want one, and I will play with it every day, and if it fucking mauls me, I don't care. But there are things that animals do that I find quite, just putrid. I just don't like it. The first thing I find kind of gross that animals do is when they lick their ass or their junk. Like, I don't want my cat, after it just took a shit, to sit on my bed and chew its asshole. I think it's fucking gross. Why the fuck do you need to do that, cat? It's nasty. You're using your tongue as your toilet paper. And I know animals can't help it. This is what they do. But it's still fucking gross. I don't like it. I hate when I hear dogs licking their junk. It's the most disgusting sound I've ever heard in my life. I don't understand why it has to sound so nasty. And like, they just don't stop. Like, they don't get it when you're like, stop. They just keep going, and it's that peanut butter licking something off the sound. I can't do it. It's fucking gross, and I refuse to like listen to it. That's probably why my dog's outside a lot rather than in my house. I really hate when animals hump things, like especially little dogs. I don't know if it's just me or not, but I notice like Chihuahuas are like the worst when it comes to this. Like, they hump anything. They'll hump a pillow, they'll hump a stuffed animal, they'll hump your leg. They don't give a fuck. They just want to hump. Or maybe they do give a fuck because they want to hump. Whatever. You know what I mean. Yeah, I don't like that shit. And they do it in front of everybody. Like, you're having sex against a fence as I drive past your house. I don't have sex outside. I don't want to see animals having sex outside. And I know they don't know the difference. I do. I really hate when animals are humping each other and they get stuck. That is really fucking gross. And then they're just like stuck to each other. So nasty. Like, humans don't have that problem, but animals seem to, and it's gross. I hate the way that animals give birth. Mostly it's like cows or horses. I think elephants and giraffes also. They're just walking and a baby falls out of their fucking body. Why the fuck is that normal? And these babies are miraculous. They fall out of this animal and they plop really hard on the fucking ground, covered in all kinds of nastiness. And then they know how to walk. Like, it takes humans like 9 months, a year, 15 months, depending on the baby, to learn how to walk. Like, animals are superior because they do know how to do this, but it's so amazing. Like, but I don't like the idea that they're just like walking along and boom, a fucking baby pops out of their body. The fuck is that about? I don't like when they sniff my ass or my crotch. You're not gonna discover anything about me by doing that. You might be able to tell what I had for lunch. That's about it. Like, please don't sniff me. It's fucking gross. I don't want to walk into somebody's house and their dog's face is just buried in my fucking crotch. That's gross. Like, when I walk into somebody's house, I don't bury my face into their crotch. I don't want their animal doing it to me. It's gross. I don't like it, and I think it's fucking disgusting. Like, I don't understand why animals do that. I know that they sniff each other's asses, and that alone grosses me out. Like, I would not want to sniff my dog's ass. I don't care where they've been at all. I know that's like how dogs get to know each other. Can't they like bark at each other and talk and be like, hey bro, oh, you went to that fucking dog training school too? Yeah bro, class of fucking 12. Like, I don't know. Why can't they bark at each other like people talk? Like, I don't walk up to somebody and start sniffing their ass. It's fucking gross. I don't understand why animals do that. I don't like when they lick my mouth. Like, you just licked your fucking ball sack and now you're putting your tongue all on my face hole. Don't fucking do it. And also, don't lick my toes. I don't like when my dog does this. He licks my fucking toes, and I feel the slimy saliva between my toes, and it's uncomfortable. And it's always, always, always after I take a shower. Why the fuck do you do that? I don't understand what the point is. Some things that kind of bother me. Have you ever seen a seahorse give birth? That shit is crazy. They're really fucking stiff, and they change color, and then they like push their bodies backward, and like 8 million babies pop out of their belly, and they just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. It is the most disgusting fucking thing to watch. Pretty much what triggered this video was I was going through my Facebook feed and I seen a seahorse giving birth. I wanted to vomit. I thought it was the most unnatural, disgusting thing in the world. And I can't believe that I actually sat there and watched it for the whole 42 seconds. I just couldn't look away. Giraffes fighting. Have you ever seen a fucking giraffe fight? That shit is vicious. They use their necks and they swing them at each other, and it is scary. Like, beyond fucking scary. I can't even understand why that's a thing. I don't know what giraffes have to fight about. Like, they eat leaves and they walk around and they're humble. Why the fuck are you fighting each other? There's enough leaves to go around. Just bend down a little bit. There's more on the bottom of the tree. I don't know. I can't understand that. The last thing that drives me completely fucking crazy are narwhals. I don't know why they are so popular all of a sudden, but I literally didn't even know they were a real fucking animal. I thought they were a mythical creature like a fucking unicorn or Bigfoot. How the fuck are you real? You have a fucking horn like a unicorn sticking out of your head. That is scary shit. Like, I really had to Google that these things were real. Can't they go back to being mythical like they were in my head? Like, I can't unknow that they're real. Like, the knowledge is there now, and I will never unknow that they're real. And the fact that they're real, I will never go to the beach again. Like, I don't like the beach anyway. It's a rant for another day, but, like, that's scary shit. Like, a narwhal could just come up and stab my body, and I'm dead. That narwhal song, I'm sure you guys all know it. The narwhal, narwhal, swimming in the ocean. Most annoying thing ever. I don't understand the whole narwhal thing. Teach their own, I guess. But these are just a few of the things that kind of gross me out about animals. And I'm not an animal hater. I don't want you guys to get it wrong. It's just they do kind of gross things, and I know they don't know the difference, but it doesn't change the fact that it fucking bothers me. So if you guys have any things that animals do that kind of gross you out, or weird things that animals are about, like narwhals or platypuses, go ahead and leave me in the comments below. I'd really like to know what the fuck is going on in the animal kingdom. So, yeah, I'd like some input. Later, guys.